And we're live. What's going on, guys?
Woo!
There you go.
I see you were practicing. You guys been paying attention. Brad was at my shit a couple days ago. Now he's over at Johnny's place.
I was like,
We're just traveling the world.
yesterday.
Yeah. Long story short, I was in the bathroom getting ready to go to work. I heard somebody banging on my door like they were the cops. I was like, "Holy shit, who's at my house?" Open up the door, and there this guy is. He's like, "Hey man, can I look at your movies right quick?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, sure, come on."
Yeah, I'm missing 6 or 7 titles. I don't know if you took them or what.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. You couldn't get anything out of there without him knowing. I forget where we went. We went somewhere very quick, maybe to a gas station or something. He says, "Hang on a second." He's turning deadbolts on the movie room.
Well,
You can even leave.
you never know. You
They'd
never
have
know.
to break into the house and then kick down the door of the movie room, which, by the way, is a heavy-duty exterior door.
By the time we get that door open and get in here, I'll have their ass by them.
Yeah.
I got enough cameras and shit, and the alarm's going off. They won't be. They'll see the door's locked. The alarm will go off. They'll haul ass. They won't ever make it in this room.
Yeah, I remember when you was putting the movie room together. I remember you was telling me too. You was like, "Man, I got fucking cameras in this place." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. I got a camera over there. I got a motion sensor over there. So yeah, this room's pretty locked down. So I got a lot of money in this bitch.
Killer attack dog. That's very nice.
Yeah, a fucking 30-pound fucking golden doodle.
It runs from strangers.
Scared of his own shadows. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about aliens for a minute. I got some shit to say. I'm not gonna spoil anything, obviously. It just came out yesterday. Spoiler free. I'm just gonna say a couple things without really spoiling it too much. I'm not gonna spoil anything actually. The only thing I'm gonna say is I went into this movie, the bar set real fucking high, and I should know better by now. But when I do that, especially in a franchise like this, whatever, I should know better to go in it like this. I should have went into it with very low expectations and just kind of hoped. And this movie takes place right in between my two favorite movies in the franchise, probably most people's two favorite movies. You got Alien and Aliens. And this movie was fucking perfect to tie those two great movies in. And they could have done so much. And they decided to go another direction and just give us a couple little Easter eggs for the millennials out there that get all fucking goosey over shit like that. But motherfucker hardcore fans, I can't imagine you watching this fucking movie. Let's put it this way. I didn't get an erection the entire movie. I didn't nerd out. My fucking ass hairs didn't poke out. None of that.
Yeah.
This movie in between Alien and Aliens, I should have had 15, 20 times that happened.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about it. It was a well-shot movie. There was scenes that were done really fucking well, just like the one me and you, Brad, talked about. I think the movie was done well, but they had the opportunity to make this movie one of the best ever, but being the timeline where it was at.
They made it well known that it was after Alien and before Aliens. And what are we supposed to think? If they tell us that, what are we supposed to think? And then you go and watch the movie, and it has nothing to do with either movie at all.
Yeah. I would almost put it almost like A Quiet Place. Was it the prequel of Day One, whatever it is? It's just another story in the universe, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the most part. Now there is Easter eggs, and they try to do a little fan service, but I didn't feel service. Like I told Brad, I didn't feel
a little.
I didn't feel like.
Man, it was like there was tons, and it's like an overkill with the fan service. It's like, oh man, Ash. Oh man, this. Oh man, that it was just. It was like kind of what they tried to do. Like I think he tried to do like a Star Wars type thing and just load up. Put the blue milk in it. Put this in it. Put that in it.
Yeah, and I'm a big Aliens fan. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Most people hate the Star Wars. The new ones. I understand somewhat, but at least when I walked out of those movies, whatever, I got those fucking feels. I got those feelings of nostalgia and that kind of shit, and that's what I was wanting from this. Ryan sent me. Brad actually sent it to you just a second ago. Ryan sent me a really cool, really interesting message earlier today that he had heard from somebody else's YouTube channel. Made a pretty interesting point. Most of the reviews for this movie so far, the millennials, the younger people, are fucking raving about it.
Which is crazy.
The old crotchety fucks like me, for the most part, are the ones having a problem with it. And the reason why that is this is a good movie. It is a well done movie, I feel, but just not for what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you take this away and I watch this completely separate from the Aliens world and I watch it, I'm like, yeah, that was all right. I enjoy that. I like the way it's shot. It's done well. Acting's not terrible. But for where this movie's supposed to be, what I thought it was going to be, I think it should have been.
It should have been
Anyway,
called, like Fury Road, Mad Max Fury Road. It's like a Mad Max in the Mad Max universe, or whatever it says on the cover. It should say Alien Romulus in the Alien.
Yeah, it should say Romulus and Alien story.
An Alien
or something like that. Whatever.
It's a xenomorph. It's a face hugger, and I can't go beyond that. But there's more. It's like he watched all 4 Alien movies, like real Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection, and then wrote the script. And it's like I need to pay homage to all of them, but not be canon in the story either, because it's nothing. It's just another thing.
Yeah.
You guys had to guess how well you think it's going to perform, since this is what opening weekend for the film. You think
it's already done pretty well this weekend? I don't remember numbers. Don't quote me on this by any means. I seen one article. I seen a headline. I want to say it's already made $6.9 million the opening day. Now don't quote me on that, but I think that's the ballpark of where we're at right now. So it's doing okay. And I feel like most people are going to really love this movie. The people that are not, I don't want to say diehard fans, so I don't be disrespectful, but people that wasn't alive in 1979, 1980, 1981, and whenever Aliens came out, when these fucking movies were like blew our fucking minds. You're fucking with some pretty serious properties here to just go your own way and do your own little fucking thing, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've watched all the movies going up to this timeline. I watched the 2 AVPs, whatever, which, like I said, those are popcorn movies. I don't really consider those part of the franchise. They're just fun to watch. But Prometheus, Covenant, Alien are just rock star fucking movies. I love all of them. And I will say, the first time I seen Prometheus, I did walk away like I liked the end of it. That last shot of the alien at the very end. But I was kind of confused. And after I watched it a couple times, whatever, it started making more sense. Watching that and Covenant as a double feature is the fucking way to do that.
Yeah.
You watch those right back to back, whatever, you're going to love those movies. I did. Watching them a couple days ago. But watching those movies leading into this, how great those movies were, and then going into this, it's fucking apples and oranges, man, as far as being a good movie.
So is this going to be a day one physical media pickup for you, or is this going to be...
I'm still going to get it, because I want to see it again. I'm not going to go to the fucking theaters again. But I definitely want to see it again. And I'm hoping that it's like Prometheus and it's like Covenant. I did like those, but I love them now. And I'm hoping I get a love for this one as well, because I love the franchise.
Kind of doubt that.
But like I said, I'm hoping that maybe, and I do feel they probably will make another one after this, probably still in between the 2 Aliens movies. And I'm hoping that second movie makes this one better somehow.
Yeah.
I tie things in a little bit.
I keep laughing because I was there. I was sitting right next to Alan when we watched it. And I swear to God, it was like a kid watching Superman become a Nazi. Like, I mean, he was not having it at all. And there's a line said in the movie, and when that happened, it was like I feel like he was about ready to go. All right, guys, let's go. Let's just go.
Look here, I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm getting sad. I'm like, am I the only one not digging this? It was my 2 sons, it was me, it was Brad, and then Ryan's on the other side of Brad. And I kind of kept looking around. I couldn't get no tails off of them. But as soon as that one line, and John, you'll know when you fucking see it. As soon as that one line happens, I hear Brad laugh, and I'll just go, God damn. And I remember back in the day, whenever a line was said, a certain line in Aliens was said, the fucking theater jumped up, threw popcorn, lost their fucking mind. Everybody went, huh? Did he really just say that?
Oh,
and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, oh man, it was bad. It made my fucking skin crawl. And I understand that they're trying. I watched a lot of videos after me and Brad got back home, whatever. They're throwing Easter eggs and they're trying to represent all the films, and that's fine for. And I don't want to fuck with the millennials, but I'm going to. It's fine for people that didn't grow up with these movies. They have a love for them, but they don't have a love for them, capital L, like we do. And that's no disrespect. That's just how it is. I don't know. I could talk another 30 minutes about it. I've been wanting to talk about this all fucking day.
Would you guys be in the same theater? And it's hard to read a room, especially in a dark theater. Could y'all kind of like get anybody else, like gauge anybody else's responses in the theater? Like people just going like, what the fuck?
Nobody walked out of there talking about it. Nobody walked out of there looking excited. Everybody kind of walked out of there like, I just watched an Aliens movie. It wasn't,
One of your sons was like, why wasn't Arnold in this one?
Yeah, that's Dusty. Dusty don't have the movie knowledge at all. He just goes, "Ooh, look, a movie."
I mean, dude,
If it
listen,
ain't Marvel, we don't know shit about it.
we're not talking spoilers, but the last act, the whole last sequence is terrible. I mean, we're leaving that out because we won't spoil it for anybody, but it's really bad. I mean, I don't even know what it was. Nobody knows what it is or why they did it, or maybe it's a resurrection nod or whatever, but it is. Like I said, I was not happy with it at all, and it got to the point where it got so bad, I literally burst out laughing in the theater. Like, I could not contain it. It was just so stupid. I couldn't contain myself. Now, I'm usually pretty good about that sort of thing.
Was there any insinuation of like there being like something else after this, like leaving like a cliffhanger type, or?
I mean, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin anybody's. I want people to go into it as blind as they possibly can, whatever. But I don't want to say the ending, but possibly. Yeah, and we can talk more about that off screen if you want to. But
well, I can tell you this: it's not Ripley's daughter at all. And anybody that thinks that, there's a reason why people think that. They cast a girl that looked like she could be her daughter, and whatever. It's not Ripley's daughter. That she doesn't know anything about Ripley. She doesn't know anything about aliens or anything like that. This is just a story in the alien universe. That's it. There's facehuggers. There's xenomorphs. It's its own story.
Yeah. So Brim Addis is saying it's projected to make $100 million worldwide this weekend. That makes me happy and sad at the same time. I'm happy because I hope they make more. I hope they did make more. They fucking get it right, and they kind of blend all this in where I can deal with it. But I also hate the fact that it's taking this much money. Fucking it just ain't really. I feel like I'm not going to be alone here. I don't think I'm going to be alone with being disappointed that it didn't.
Well, we left the theater, and I was like, I'm trying to think of an alien movie it's worse than. Like, I was going, Resurrection, or better than, let me put it a better way. Is an alien movie that's better than. I'd really have to watch Resurrection again just to compare it. I don't even know that it's better than Resurrection, for me, at least my opinion.
That was the Winona Ryder movie, right?
Winona Ryder and the half-baked, premature, retarded alien at the end.
Yep, gotcha.
You also got to wonder, are we going to get, possibly when it comes out, are we going to get a director's cut of this movie? Maybe. I don't know if that's going to be able to help it or not.
Yeah, it felt like it was long as hell already. It was never ending. When I was watching it, it just took forever and ever. And it's like a lot of it was beat for beat with some of the other movies. It's like, oh, this happens, and we have to solve this problem that was already solved in other movies. The same kind of thing. So I don't know. They did some inventive stuff, like they. I'm not going to spoil some of but like. We've talked about this before. Every sci-fi movie ever, it's like they got to go dock the station. They got to go dock in the station, and they pull right into it like it's a parking spot. In this, they're like, all right, we got to roll the ship so we can line up with the thing. Little things like that, little sci-fi touches that I thought were interesting. But.
Now, I want everybody to know that's watching this now, may watch this down the road, whatever. I don't 100% dislike this movie. There are things about it that I like, but I don't want to talk about it now. We will do a spoiler review down the road. But there's two shots in particular that really stuck out to me that I thought were fantastic. I thought it was very smart the way they did it, and I thought it was a pretty cool looking shot, whatever. So, like I said, there is some charms in this movie. Again, I want to see it a second time with fresh eyes, knowing that it's not what I want. It's just because I'm going to go into it and say, okay, this is an aliens movie. Can I find some love for it? But if anybody going into this bitch thinking, oh, this is going to tie into aliens in any way, shape, or form, negative.
Because there's a lot of questions between Alien and Aliens. Where did the Queen come from? What how did that come about? And I thought that was being answered in this at one point. And it's like, oh no, that's not the Queen. That's something else.
I mean, Ripley was what, and she was gone for 57 years. Am I right, Brad? Was it 57 years?
I think 57 years.
And this takes place 20 years after Alien.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking. I mean, Ripley's still fucking gone there 37 years after this movie.
Yeah, but
they got time to do more shit that's kind of tied in together. I hope they do.
Well, the timeline led up for her daughter to be about 30 years old.
Right. So it made perfect sense. They were threw her in for a little bit. Make her come through and they have a run-in with her or something.
And there's a video game where in the video game, her daughter is looking for her and comes across the aliens.
The character in the video game looks strikingly like this person in the trailer. That's why I thought it was her.
I think that was by design, but to kind of manipulate people into going to see it. And it was, like I said, I don't know. I'm fine. Not excited about it. Don't think I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I was asking Brad when we got home. We watched some, Indie Explain kind of videos when we got back, stuff like that. And it's like, fuck, are we wrong? Everybody else seems to be spooking over this.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. That's fine. That's more than fine. But
yeah,
we watched Aliens right after it, right after we left the theater, and it looked like the best movie ever. So,
yeah.
I mean, take that for what it is, because after seeing just what I thought was a complete total waste of time.
Yeah.
And I think Fede Alvarez is great. I love the Evil Dead remake. I like that Don't Breathe movie. I love his work. But I think he missed it here, big time.
Got a lot of people too. Like you say that shit all the time. People walk out of the theater and they still got the popcorn high. So first thing they do is they run home and they're like, "Oh, it's the greatest thing fucking ever." And you go back and you revisit again. You're like, no, it wasn't. Like I was just fucking high off of the M&Ms and the fucking popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, I know that me, my son Adam, Brad, and Ryan are all really big Alien fans. Well, I know that we are. Brad, I think you are pretty.
I'm a monster fan of the first one.
But Ryan probably more than me, and Ryan had the same feelings that I did. So, like I said, I don't think I'm alone. I feel like there's going to be more than just me bitching about it. So everybody don't think I'm just a crotchety old bastard. Don't like anything new, because I love a bunch of new shit. I love a bunch of remakes better than the original almost.
Yeah,
because it ain't that. It's just
we were excited to see it. It was a good theater experience. There was no BS or anything like that. Pretty good crowd in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's a miss. But
what's up, Magic?
What's going on, man?
Trini just finished watching Romulus, and I enjoyed it. Bootleg that shit.
Yeah. I don't. I really don't. I guess I'll probably see it again, but I don't know when I would watch it again. I watched it very closely, very intently, and just a little too stupid for me. I'm not saying something.
Yeah.
We also just me and Johnny just got out of Deadpool or Deadpool and Wolverine, and that was a packed theater. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
That movie's making a fucking ton of money.
I can imagine. Yeah, I'll say this. That's the first Marvel movie I've went to the theater to see since
Logan.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember after Spider-Man 3, I kind of just gave up on Marvel pretty much kind of altogether, and I was like, I'll wait till they come out on video or something and watch them.
Yeah.
Kind of after that, I wasn't one of those people who just hated Spider-Man 3 back in the day like everybody else. I mean, I didn't like it at all, but
the emo Spider-Man.
Yeah, there was a man. I remember sitting in the theater watching that fucking Peter Parker scene. Man, you just if you'd have known me then, you'd have been like, "Oh, I'd never go to a movie with him." I was just talking shit. I was like, "This is fucking ridiculous."
And I watched Twister tonight, or Twisters. I mean, the wife watched that here at the house. She's been wanting to see it fucking forever, and I think I already pre-ordered the steelbook for it, but I paid goddamn $24 for it on Vudu tonight because the wife was wanting to see it. Still cheaper going to the movies. Still in theaters. Still cheaper going to the movies to watch it. But it was good. I enjoyed it. It is what it is. I don't think it really needed to be made, but it was a fun time.
This dog met me 5 minutes ago, Alan.
He's the guard dog, man. All you gotta do is just give him a Slim Jim or something, man. He'll be your best friend.
I tried to be friends with Alan's dog. I tried to give it food, anything. It was not having it at all.
No, I have never seen my dog act like that before. So it was odd.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed. the Deadpool movie. That was especially with a movie like that. Come on, you're gonna rate it R and give it so much room to play with. Like that's
yeah.
It's just an all around fun, enjoyable experience.
So what you think about the cameos?
I was not
of them. Yeah, there's a million.
Wesley Snipes, man. Like I just saw him pop up on the screen, and I was like, "Holy shit!" They brought Blade.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was stoked to see him in there, and he's aged pretty well too. Like
he's ready to do another movie.
I'm sure he probably still owes the IRS a shit ton of money, but he looks good.
I want to see him come back and do something. I know they're supposed to be making another one with another actor, and I guess that's still happening. But maybe he'll get involved somewhere.
He said he's made a comment in the movie where he was like, "There will only ever be one Blade."
Yeah, and he's came out publicly in support. So that kind of surprised me when I heard that line. But
I why not? Like, why not use him? He's clearly in good shape. He still looks good. Why not use him one more time?
Yeah, I seen an interview with Channing Tatum, whatever his name is, and he's trying real. So is Ryan Reynolds. They're trying real hard to get a Gambit movie made. And I think a Gambit movie could be fun.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure you guys have went through it plenty of times. There's this weird fucking thing when you go see especially a big movie like that with there's a good amount of people in there. That show's kind of packed for that area anyway. But especially a movie like Deadpool, like the joke is kind of being set up, but the audience is already laughing at like this little joke before they get to the punchline of the movie for the big joke, and everybody's done missed it because everybody's laughing at the dull shit. Like I noticed that a lot with this movie too. It was like the jokes was like right back to back. Like
in a theater you couldn't hear the second joke.
Exactly.
Everything did seem a little long-winded too. It wasn't tight like the other movies were fast. But I still enjoyed it. I still had fun with it. I'd say it's the worst of the three, but it's still pretty good.
And hear Ron Reynolds say anything about pegging was like, what did he just fucking say?
Yeah. He said, yeah, I'm very aware. I'm very familiar with it, but Disney might not be. And then he winked at the camera.
Right. Yeah, I think I seen something the other day where Disney now has the highest grossing movie in every rating category from G to R. So, but that's pretty fucked up.
I mean, it helps because they own every fucking thing. So, I mean, of course, it's probably not hard for them.
What's going on, Ken? Because you guys pre-order your Nightmare on Elm Street. I pre-ordered the UK Deluxe 4K set. That's the one I pre-ordered from Orbit. That's probably the only one I'll get.
I did not. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get it. There's going to be a lot of 4Ks of that. I'm not in any hurry.
Yeah, there'll be quite a few.
I
think I've heard that they're working on the 4Ks for the other ones, maybe overseas. I don't know, but I heard that somewhere. But,
speaking of pre-orders, what was the pre-order date for? We just ordered it too. The Hitcher. When's that supposed to be coming in?
I don't know.
I don't remember the date.
We ordered in August at some point, or maybe it was late July. Pre-ordered.
Somebody in the chat will probably fucking say it before I fucking bring it up, but.
Happy to finally get that. Yeah, King Carl's says
September 30th.
30th.
Yeah, September 30th. What it says there on Blu-ray.com. That's for the I guess the only one. Looks like it's that one.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, there you go. I got a few titles in, and not many. I got 3 in today. It's been a pretty dry week, whatever. I got a shitload of pre-orders, but just nothing really being shipped yet, whatever. But I got to get this out of the way so before I forget. I don't know if you guys got anything to show or not, but I got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey from Shout Select, 4K. I got fucking this one here. I never even fucking seen this one. I heard it wasn't that great, but Shout Select they put out 4K, so I grabbed it. And I hadn't seen this, but I heard a lot of people say recently it was pretty funny.
It's
report. I like Seth Rogen a lot, so 3 Shout Selects came in. That's all I got in. I got probably a bunch of shit coming in the next couple of weeks.
One of the great things about Observe and Report is that whole movie is basically based on the whole story of that mysterious guy with a trench coat on just walking around flashing people.
Yeah.
And so the story just kind of like wraps around that. Like that's the problem that's going on.
That's what's got to be solved. And it's just funny how it all works out, and that graphic it is and violent it is. I really enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'll be checking that out soon.
Yeah, man, that Bogus Journey right there, man. I'd love to check the 4K out of that, man. God, being a kid, I remember seeing that. Then it was like we saw William Sadler do the very first episode of Tales from the Crypt, where he's going around electrocuting people because he worked for the jail, and he was sick and tired of seeing criminals being let off and shit like that. So he was just going around electrocuting people. I remember being a kid being like, wait a minute, that's fucking Death from Bill and Ted. So,
yeah.
I see Brent's not there in the chat, I guess, but I already had this big box set of this, whatever. I ordered this motherfucker here, the Steelbook. I said I wasn't going to, but I wanted the poster. Take it to the room, and I thought the poster was the same size I got up in here, like the 24 by 32 or whatever. Fucking poster came in, it's basically a little bit bigger than this. It's like maybe 3 times the size of the steelbook, whatever. So it does me no good. So I'm gonna keep this sealed. I'm gonna sell this and the poster. Probably go for pretty good money, but I don't need this. I really don't need the steelbook. I got the big version over there.
You can get that rule pretty strict.
On my desk right here.
Like if it's not a 24 by 36, you don't hang it in your room.
All my posters in here are all the same size, so they're all kind of streamlined OCD style.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. So,
to be in there, you can tell everything is very square and plumb, and
I mean that's why all the Scream Factory posters, Johnny, I would send to you or whoever wanted them because I never used any of them. I still got fucking 30 in the closet in there, probably.
Got a whole collection in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember even back in the day, man, you were just like, nah, man, like it's got to be the size of like, like your one sheet they would have outside the theater. And I'm like, yeah, that's those big motherfuckers. That's like that 24 by 36 size,
Yeah,
or even bigger.
The only thing from Scream Factory I ever worked in here was that Friday the 13th poster that came with the box set. Remember when you first got the box set, that nice poster? Well, I got it set right over there. It's one of my favorite posters in the room.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they actually did full sizes for that box set. That was actually really nice for them to do that because they could have just done that shit in lithograph size, which none of us ever wants to cut down frames for any of that shit to begin with. So
yeah, I don't have any titles other than the stuff I got in Colorado, but I might be going to Orbit tomorrow, so who knows?
So we'll have 45 titles on Monday.
Yeah, no, there's a couple things that I want, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's kind of out of the way. I don't know if I'll get there or not.
What's
in this case?
What's a couple of titles that they got in store right now that you're like, okay, if they have it, I'm getting it?
The new Unearthed films, Confessions of a Serial Killer, probably that. There's a You Were Never Really Here. There's I think it's the second side release of that, standard Blu-ray. Joaquin Phoenix, where he plays this weird, kind of like fixer guy with a hammer. It was maybe just 2 or 3 titles I would pick up if I saw them in the store, but we'll see what happens. Depends on how how I'm feeling tomorrow, and if I want to go out of my way to go there. And who knows? But I'm glad I got to see Alien with Alan. I'll never forget that when that line is played, and he's literally just the dog. I mean, the dog died in the movie, basically.
Oh,
that's what it's that feeling. He's just like, man, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'd like to leave.
I was pretty sad about it, that's for sure. We watched a couple movies here. We watched Old Henry, and of course the Aliens director's cut 4K. First time I had seen the 4K. But
Palate cleanser, as he put it. You should have seen him. We get in the truck, we leave, and it was like you would have thought somebody screwed him over at the drive-thru. He was just pointing and screaming. When you have an alien movie, you're supposed to do this and this and blah blah blah. We watched it. I felt like we watched it for like the first hour, and Alan leaned over and went, "Now, in your Aliens film, are you going to have aliens or?" Like it was that Jeff Goldblum, like you do plan on having dinosaurs. Dinosaur park.
Yeah, we got to build stories for these characters you don't give a shit about. These characters you don't know about. They're pretty throwaway characters, but we got to build a backstory.
Yeah, it's a mining planet, but it's not a refining planet. Like we watched Aliens afterwards, and the planet is a terraforming planet, not a mining planet. Because I thought it was the same planet or something like that. No, it's a totally different thing.
It's a whole galaxy.
It's a whole galaxy, a whole different. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
You guys remember when, especially it was a big thing too. Like, how you saying like, hey, like I watched this new movie and everybody's raving about it, but like, what the fuck? You guys remember when Hulu did the Predator movie?
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
Prey.
Prey, and everybody was like, oh, this is like the greatest thing ever. And I remember I watched that movie after, I guess I just built it up in my mind hearing everybody else talk about it. I remember watching that movie being like, God damn, like I didn't really get nothing out of that movie. I did go back and watch it a second time. I appreciated it a lot more because, like Alan said, I think the next time you go back into it, well, I'm not getting what I wanted.
Yeah.
At least I know what I'm kind of getting.
If you're a Predator fan, the Predator does awesome Predator stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I enjoy Prey right off the bat. Whatever, when I've seen it, whatever. Actually, I don't think I've seen it a second time. But I got it over there. But I need to watch it again. But I got kind of me and Ryan watched that here in the movie room. I enjoyed it.
Predator. If you're in it for Predator, you're gonna get cool Predator stuff. But I didn't buy the little Mexican girl that they have as the Comanche. So it's the Comanches. This is not a progressive branch of the Native American tribes. It's a warring, murdering, raping, pillaging tribe back then. They're savages. They would never let a woman be a hunter or anything like that. And then on top of that, this girl, I mean, she had love handles and chair ass. Like, how in the hell are you a warrior? Like, you couldn't even trust her to like walk. You know,
hold on a second. Love handles and chair ass.
Yeah.
Describe chair ass. Are you, like, no ass?
It's like the movie High Tension from the early 2000s. Cecile de France plays the girl in it. They sent her ass to boot camp in Israel for like 3 months to get ready for the movie. You know, because it's a very physical role. They wanted her to be kind of hardened and whatever. It's like this girl just straight out of the Starbucks. Yeah, I'm an Indian warrior princess. Okay, you know, this doesn't work that way.
But it performed well for Hulu, though. So I mean,
yeah, I watched it. I still got something out. Like I said, the Predator is pretty cool in it.
Yeah, Brett says Trick or Treat 86 got to happen this year. Some saying not before Halloween, but hopefully it will still.
We've been waiting on that now for like 3 years.
It's supposed to be out before Halloween. That's the big, the deadline.
Kind of dumb for them not to do that.
I'm going to be the broken record too, because every time we do one of these streams, somebody either I'm asking about it or somebody mentions Trick or Treat 1986, of course, from being Synops, the 4K. I'm going, where's my Street Trash 4K at?
Yeah,
because that's like holy grail to me. That's like Basket Case 4K. Like
Deadly Spawn 4K would be sweet too.
Absolutely.
Kansas should have my Poltergeist 2 4K and a Man Called Tiger Blu-ray. Jimmy Wayne U. Next week. Jimmy Wayne U. That sounds like a headline for a crime.
He's probably got chair ass too.
Anybody had a chance to check out the Poltergeist 2 4K? Because I know that that's come from Screen Factory, right?
Yeah, I haven't got mine in yet. I think it drops on the 20th, I think, but I got to get mine ordered this week.
Now, literally just what you see is sitting right there on that other side of the table right there. I literally just watched their Blu-ray of like revisiting that again. I think it was last week. Fuck, man, the Blu-ray looks great. So it'd be nice if their 4K of it looks even better, but it's Screen Factory. So
I kind of have low expectations.
Yeah. See, the problem I have going into Orbit is I always see something that I wasn't expecting to see, and once I touch it, I want to buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to just stick to the imports with that site. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You're a very disciplined, a very disciplined person, though.
I really like to catch stuff on sale, but some of these imports, like Second Sight, just doesn't go on sale.
Like, you're probably one of the only people I know that would literally just walk right past the limited edition of whatever movie it is, and it'll only be like a $5 difference. You're like, I don't need that big box of shit. Just give me the Emery case.
The same features. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I would be called the polar opposite of that.
Yeah.
Ken says to Brent Madison, haven't seen Trick or Treat in years. Remember not being too crazy about it. Was it set around Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween metal movie.
What was the Sammy who dies in the movie? I'm trying to think of the rock star's name. The Sammy Kerr or something like that.
The lead singer, right? He dies in the movie, and then he gets in another band.
And I think he resurrects him because he plays the record backwards on the table, and he comes out through the speakers and shit. I'm just trying to think of the actual the character's name, and of course everybody remembers the Ozzy Osbourne cameo in it, which is technically only on TV, but Gene Simmons plays the DJ in there. Of course, that's definitely a childhood movie right there.
I'm just happy I'm not the only frugal collector I know.
Yeah, it's been on for frugality. I'm a cheap ass. That's no way about it. I like to wait for a sale, or if it's a studio 4K, I'm not buying it till Black Friday. That's just the way it is. Generally speaking,
save a lot of money, man.
Yeah, sure. Man, you almost got to be that way. I mean, hell, I'll probably end up being that way before you know it. The way it's going.
And just look at it like the Severance stuff. If I hadn't loaded up crazy on Severance all these years, if we'd just waited for Black Fridays, for instance, I could have done a lot better.
Could have dropped $1,000, no problem.
It's gonna be like fucking Christmas, but my package gets thing because I forgot what I fucking ordered by this point. So
Nothing shipped.
I checked on Thursday, I think, and it still said, unfulfilled or whatever it says. So
Shipped for me either.
With the shitty, since we're speaking of Severn, it's kind of shitty in a way where you're watching them on, especially on social media, because they're hauling ass and they're busting ass on social media. They do a convention. They literally do 2 conventions every weekend, it seems like at this point. But they can't send out an update saying, hey, like, we're having a little bit of a hard time, like, trying to fulfill all the orders, but, bear with us, be patient. We're sending you shit out. It's like, come on, man. It's been a good bit now. It's like, well, I think we're just a little over a month now at this point since that. I think it was 12th through the 15th for that sale.
I think my order was placed on the 12th.
So yeah, it's about time to either start saying something. I got it, and there's their little policy that they always that's always great and everything, but it's like we all know that they didn't hire extra help to pack those orders. They just kept the same 2 stoners in the back.
Right.
And even Brad said that shit one day. He was like, man, like, if you spent $500 with them, they're going to look at that order and be like, well, that's a big order. That's a big box to put together. So what we're going to rather do instead to get more volume out the door inside the carrier is all these people who ordered like 1 or 2 titles, like the new titles, like Opera or whatever, hurry up and throw those in a box and get them out the door. So at the end of the day, we can say, hey, we shipped X amount of units today. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, it should be first come, first served. You do the orders as they come in, whatever. But, somebody drops $500, you go ahead and get the motherfucker packed up and send that out.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that, man. Like I don't want to be one of those people to be like, oh, like you got to spend a shit ton of money to become like that, play that first come first serve shit. But it's like, all right, well, it would be nice if they were like, hey, like we're here, we're pretty much at the halfway point with our orders, as opposed to making another post saying, hey, come visit us at Monster Expo this weekend, and here's our table, and they always show their pictures, and it's like, dude, the shit I just ordered from you a month ago is sitting right there on that fucking table, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But that's part of being impatient, though.
So you guys gonna watch anything tonight after the stream?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna see what Brad's in the mood for, and we'll definitely get into something here. I think he had pulled Boneyard out and was looking at it for a little bit. So no, we'll see what we're gonna get into. I'm sure he'll find something around here.
Yeah.
I wish Zoe was here. She speaks Spanish, and that would be helpful for some of these movies that I picked out. But Action Mutante.
Maybe she can tell you the jokes.
This is one I'd like to check out with Johnny. He hasn't seen it before.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty good. I think it's on Shudder actually, but I think this one's dubbed. But Action Mutante is not dubbed.
Is that a 70s movie?
No, this is contemporary.
Oh, no shit. I thought by the cover, it's probably like an old 70s flick.
2018, 2016.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got 4 movies here that I watched in the last couple of days. I don't know if I talk about these on our last 5, whatever, so I'm just going to go and get these out of the way so I can throw them in the fucking bucket. I'm tired of looking at them. I watched this tonight, whatever. I love Lance Henderson. I mean, the man's getting on up there, but this movie here is pretty fucking stupid. Basically, old Indian grave, Lance Henderson digs the motherfucker up, steals his powers. If you do anything to him, it happens to you. Like you slap him, your face hurts. You kick him in the nuts, your nuts hurt. Well, the boy ends up getting his fucking powers, and that's the premise of the movie. But it's a bunch. I felt like I was watching a fucking Disney movie of the week with a bunch of bad kid actors, and there was a little bit of real shitty gore in it. It was completely fucking useless. Yeah, if you're over 12, you're not gonna like this. Sure. This movie here had potential to be really fucking good, man. There's some creepy fucking shots in this movie, but it went on too fucking long. By the time you got close to the end of it, it got real fucking bad. This is a Hungarian horror movie. And the premise of it basically is you have a guy here basically that does, I guess they did this shit back in the day. You have a guy basically that takes, I guess when somebody dies, for whatever reason, a kid dies, a parent dies, or whatever, this guy will put them up in a chair, put a brace on their fucking neck, dress them up, and their family members would take a picture with the dead motherfucker. You know, one of those old goddamn old-timey cameras, you know, and there's some shots of him setting these dead motherfuckers up, getting ready for a picture, you know, and you know it's a ghost story, so you know some shit's gonna happen. And this motherfucker is getting right up in their fucking face, just looking in their eyes. You just wait for that motherfucker to go boo, or something. There's some real creepy fucking shots, and I was like, this might be okay. But by the time we get close to the end, you could tell that the special effects just really wasn't there. You had like this little shadow guy crawling on the fucking floor. They pick people up obviously with fucking like wires, and they're doing all kind of stupid shit in the air, throwing them around. It was bad. It went on too long. The story got pretty boring. First 30 minutes was enjoyable. Past that, once you realize it's not going to be that creepy, it was a bust. So that's gone. Don't waste your time. This here was absolutely just pure fucking garbage. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I refuse to talk about it. Don't watch it ever.
Damn.
Now this movie here, I know this is supposed to be House 3, House 4, whatever the fuck it is. I've never seen it before. I guess Lance Henriksen. I enjoyed this one. I had a good time with this one. You got your dude in it, whatever. I know him mainly from fucking Tango and Cash. The guy right there in the big picture. He plays the redheaded ponytail guy in Tango and Cash, whatever.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. That's just what I always remember him from when I see him. He plays this is kind of like the same vein as like a Shocker kind of thing. You've seen Shocker. This is kind of something like that. It's a good time. It's enjoyable. It's not the best thing ever, but I had a good time with it. It's going to stay in the collection. Out of these 4 I just showed y'all, this is the only one I'm keeping. The other 3 is going to Orbit or Tony or whoever the fuck wants to buy it. I'll stay in here.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to go home. You just got to get the fuck out of here. So one of those deals. But it's very fucking satisfying to get rid of some of these fucking shitty movies. And I keep on telling myself, why did I buy this? But this is a 12-step program for me. So as much as I try not to look at it like I wasted my fucking money, I'm looking at it like where's my fucking talent and shit that I'm wasting money on. This is very satisfying right here. God damn it, satisfying.
It's good. It's good that you're doing it. Like I said, man, you're pretty much out of room at this point. So it's just a matter of time before some purging has to happen, or you got to start putting titles in storage.
Build an extra room on.
Yeah, and build an addition on the house.
Well, Brad, you've seen the movies I had on the floor. That's just probably a 16th of the movies on the shelf I still got to pull off and watch. So eventually, what I need to do is go through and anything I've never seen, I need to take it off the fucking shelf and keep it on the floor with the rest of them, and just grab 3 or 4 at a time and just watch them. And as I go through those, put back on the shelf what I want, get rid of what I don't. And I got some that I'm probably I kind of enjoy, but I tell myself, am I ever going to watch this again in the next 10 fucking years?
That's the point to remember. Are you going to watch it again?
Yeah. So that bucket's getting pretty full back there. Man, I probably got 150 titles in that bucket right now.
But a perfect opportunity to go to Orbit.
Yeah, I'm going up that direction, whatever, end of August. But I don't know if we're gonna have time to go by Orbit or not. I got to see. But I need to do what I did last time and make an Excel spreadsheet and send it to them ahead of time, and we kind of barter for I get up there. So
yeah, I reached out to him maybe 4 months ago, just to kind of I had some maybe 20 titles I was going to sell, brand new sealed or whatever, and he lowballed the shit out of me this time. So who knows? After buying all those copies of the Redeemer, maybe they're still available. Maybe they're not selling like you thought they would.
Yeah, it was funny when I went up there and sold these movies. I looked on the shelf, whatever, and I seen like 10 copies of the Redeemer on the shelf. I started laughing. I was like, goddamn. I don't remember what he was selling them for, but it was obviously more than he gave you. But
I think he's selling them for $14.99. That's still a really good deal. I think it's way out of price.
But I got a laugh out of that when I walked there, seeing all those on the shelf.
Yeah,
I think he had like 8 or 9 on the shelf. But
he bought 50.
Yeah.
So
he probably didn't want to put 50 on the shelf at one time. He's probably just throwing them out there as one goes away or something.
He should be. He should have plenty. Be a good free shipping title. I haven't seen the movie, but
I've heard about 150 copies of it. Ain't never seen the fucking
I've never seen it. No.
I've always been kind of curious to see, especially when it comes to Orbit's website, they're very limited on and strict on the policy of whether they're going to let you buy new or used games on their website to have them shipped. Yeah. So I've always kind of been curious about how the walk-in customer clientele is for them over there, because video games are a huge industry. I'm sure it does bring in revenue for them, but I wonder if it's even close to their physical media sales.
I'm sure it's probably not near as close, especially now because everybody's streaming games now. I mean, you got Steam, and then you got my first, getting the bigger hard drives for their Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. I mean, fuck, I ain't bought a fucking game in fucking 5 years probably. I mean, physical game. All my shit's been digital for games.
I noticed that he was actually, you could tell they were definitely going out of their way because they're buying like the old, like the limited edition God of War statues that came with like, the big collector's edition box sets for the releases back in the day. So he was buying shit like that and stuff, and I was going, well, if he's buying shit like that to sell, maybe he's probably does have the vintage gamers.
Yeah, we got a fucking place down the street called Games for Less. It's at our Walmart shopping center, and all they do is this is all they've ever done was buy used games, sell used games. They sell new games too, but it's all physical games. It's all they do. That's it. And I don't know how the fuck they're staying in business the way things are now. They got to have 2 women in the back with their titties hanging out with rebreathers on, fucking wrapping up fucking bags of cocaine or something. It's got to be a fucking front for the mafia. It's got to be.
Or there's a business there for the used stuff, but selling new, it's not great. But they swear there's a business there selling used games.
Yeah, it's like a fucking mattress store. We had 2 mattress stores open up across the street from each other. How many fucking times do you buy a fucking mattress? I'm telling you, anytime you see a mattress store, that's the fucking front for the mafia.
Yeah. Well, it's like these really
stores in this fucking town.
Well, you see those really, really shitty car lots. I'm talking real shitty. There's never anybody there. There's never anybody working there. There's never anybody buying cars. Something's going on there.
Yeah. And I know there's still a big market, whatever, for the for like the retro games and stuff like that. Like I got a couple buddies that are still fucking balls deep in it. And I know there's a lot of big money in that, whatever. But you would think nowadays, whatever, that has died off quite a bit. But maybe not. Maybe it's still fucking rolling. But I mean, I haven't been in that world in a while. But I had a buddy of mine, man. He was making big money on some of that shit, buying and selling, going to yard sales and picking up shit and reselling. He was making pretty good money as a side gig. But
your tag still says Brad's Movie Dungeon.
Oh shit! Damn sure does.
I just realized that.
If I got to even notice that.
So y'all watched while you was at his house. You watched Aliens. Y'all watched Old Henry. What else did y'all watch?
Rampart, Alien Covenant.
Woody Harrelson movie. Rampart.
Yeah, Rampart. I really like.
And then Covenant.
What do I change that?
Just leave it. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck that.
If I never said anything, I wonder how many streams it would go. Said that.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
We went for like a year or 2. I'm like, oh shit. You said it was those 4 right there.
That I can think of. Covenant. We obviously went to the theater and saw Romulus. We saw Aliens. We saw Rampart, Old Henry. 5 movies, something like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you dug Old Henry. I figured like the pacing of that movie would be like, ooh, it's like a slow burn kind of western.
It's a western.
Oh man, it's right up my fucking alley. I love that movie. I watched it twice in 3 days. I loved it.
We went to a place called The Hobbit and got wings. And Alan's like, this is like my favorite place. I love it here. And I was like, he's like, and the food's pretty good too. I said the fact that it's called The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings thing has no bearing whatsoever. He's like, no, it's just really good food.
Yeah. Well, they got some good fucking wings.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what we got out there in the chat. John says they told me in the store that the gaming saved them and is what's keeping them going. Nice.
Probably the storefront side, maybe.
Yeah, there's a major business for physical games still. That's good to know, man. Like I said, I've just been out of that world for a while, whatever, but that's good to know. I have 95 physical PS5 games still thriving here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fucking collection right there.
Yeah, I don't know why, man. I just decided a while back when I was getting games just to get them digital. I think just to make more room for my movies, I guess. I didn't have space for both. But
I feel like it's like the same thing, though. You don't really own those digital, licenses.
Another thing for me is once I beat a game, 100% it beat the storyline, I very, very rarely, I have with some games, but I very rarely go back to it. Like I said, I was buying all the Madden games and stuff, but once the next Madden game comes out, I never go back and play Madden fucking 2004.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I said, it just got to the point that once I beat a game, I would either give it to one of my kids or somebody else that didn't have it or whatever, but I would hardly ever go back to it. Not all games, but most. Sports
games has always been the number one kind of games that loses the value in them so quick.
Yeah.
Like, the new, NFL game is going to come out or whatever. And then in a couple months, it's like half price because everybody's already developed the idea for the for the next one to come and all that. So,
and Call of Duty kind of stuff. There's still some people play the old Call of Duty, whatever. But you get a new Call of Duty game in. How often do you go back and play one from 5 years ago? I mean, I'm sure some people still do, but
yeah, sometimes they get banned too. Weird things happen. But did you get that comment from Jeff at 1227?
427. I missed that one. It was crazy because I almost didn't get the Demons double pack because they told me they always have it. Now it's gone now.
Yeah. Stuff goes in and out all the time over there.
Yep.
I think that's just been reissued though, but they're busting them up and doing them individually on 4K. I know Arrowhead did their little hard box thing where they did the limited edition, then they busted them up and did them separately, and they have like the hard style, like the Vinegar Syndrome kind of slip with the open end.
Yeah,
but I think Synops now has it where it's their individual
4Ks. Yeah, but he's probably talking about the Arrow. He might be talking about the Arrow elevator box set.
Yeah.
That's a great release, but I'm telling you, every time I go to take that thing off the fucking
that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It's like old.
Now I know, so I'm kind of careful with it, but you don't think about it. Goddamn, it's going to fall everywhere. So, but it's a cool looking release, though. I've lost digital games before, lost thousands of dollars during the Xbox 360 days.
They just discontinued the servers.
Oh, Xbox Live for the, I guess it's the Xbox store.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chris?
What's up, man?
Brad making the rounds, oh yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Say back and forth.
You're basically on like a world tour at this point.
Yeah. World tour. I had to go to South Dakota, and then I took the long way back around.
Puffer left Ohio to go to fucking South Dakota and decided to take the long way around Florida back home.
Yeah. Well, it's just, first of all, I was on the other side of Sturgis, just on the other side of Sturgis, Rapid City. And it's like, I got to turn around and go back through all that and follow motorcycles and all this stuff. Or I can go down a little ways and then cut back over and be through it, to go through Nebraska or whatever. And I just kept going. So I ended up in Colorado, and Steve lives right there downtown, and there's an archive there. Go find that, and I continued further south. And then cut back over east, and next thing you know, it was in Florida. And now I'm on my way back north. So yeah, I guess I took the long way home. But
the scenic route,
exactly.
No, man, that's cool as shit, man. I wish I had fucking the time and the means to do that right now. It'd be badass. But
I don't know, it's not that cool.
So I've already said that to him. I already said that like multiple times to him. I'm like, God damn, man, it must be just nice just to go jump in your car and be like, hey, whatever responsibilities, I'm done for the month, so I'm gonna go put about 15,000 miles on my fucking car.
Yeah, let's have a new car. I gotta make sure it runs right and everything's good with it.
Brad gets a new car in his hand. The first thing he wants to do is see how fast he can get 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah. It's called a shakedown. You gotta figure out if it works.
No, I'm talking about the Synapse 4K double. They said they had so many in stock they never run out. Last time I went to the store, they were sold out.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's still in print anymore.
It's AOP now.
Yeah, because now they have the standard releases of both of them from Synapse.
I literally just got the Arrow Video limited edition 4K double set, and I just happened to walk in Orbit, and one of the guys was behind the counter. I just picked it up, and I was like, "Hey, man, like I have the Arrow set. Like, have you watched these yourself?" And he's like, "Look, man, I want to tell you right now, the Arrow set's great because like Synapse did such a better job on the color correction for Demons 2 anyway, that it was actually worth the purchase for him." So I was like, "Well, he sold me on it. It's like my favorite movies." Went ahead and grabbed it. I'm telling you, I watched both those sets. I can't really tell you a difference in them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know both Arrow and Synapse does a really good job. If I had to pick one who's probably going to do the better job, probably be Synapse, because they don't have such a large calendar of.
They put more time into it, probably.
Just like Blue Underground, man. Like, look at those 4Ks that we all picked up, man. We were all relishing about those 4Ks because they're only doing like one every 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
And Bill Lustig hires that job out for those 4K restorations. So when they come back, if they're not perfect, they go right back again.
There you go.
And until it's perfect. So, and obviously Don May does his own restorations. He also does the subtitles anything that's on that disc, he's done himself. So that's why it's always perfect.
That's the way to do it, man. Like I said, quality over quantity, man. That's why I like Synapse.
So it's just too bad though that we being such the fans that we are, that David Gregory wouldn't go through those same policies and protocols. But I guess we'll wait around for the correction for that, even though none of us has really got that shit yet to even see the problem.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
And Chris says, yeah, the 4K Double Demons was sold out on Amazon all the time.
It
Steve,
was
what's going on, buddy?
not a cheap release either. It was $50.
Yeah. It was 60 at order when I bought my shit.
Mm-hmm. The Making Memories route.
Yeah.
Chris says, you all have a good evening. Great seeing you, gents, and Mr. Walker. Like, you get like a gent. What's up, Ragnar?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, see, looks like the tour's going well. I have the set, never seen either of the Demons, though. Everyone talks so highly of them. Yeah, man, they're fun, man.
Yeah, man, they're a lot of fun. Second one's definitely not as good as the first one, in my opinion. But the second one, you have to have it to watch it immediately afterwards, because it's not as good, but it's worth having. Trust me.
Well, I mean, Demons one of the best movie theater horror movies ever.
Absolutely.
There's just a few that fit that criteria, but
what's the one, Johnny, that you recommended to all of us? The what is it, Brad?
Last Matinee.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
There's another one of those blind buys, man, where I was just like, damn, everybody's got to know about this movie.
I gotta call it. Turn your GB off.
Hey, Rookie, you're echoing.
Oh man, I don't know. Like, how many? What are some of the other horror movies that take place in movie theaters?
Last Matinee, even though I don't know if we want to constitute that as horror, but that's a really good film that was around.
What's going on, guys?
Set up a little
Matinee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Popcorn.
Oh, absolutely. Damn, I forgot about that too.
Popcorn's legit. I don't know. Last Matinee, maybe it's recency bias. I loved it. I thought it was great.
John, did you ever go through on the matinee release and watch the fucking movie we're watching in the movie?
I looked at it. It's really shitty. Both of them. It has both of the movies that are in the movie.
But it's cool that they did
it's
that.
Cool that they added that, but it's just like, yeah, they're really shitty. You seen Matinee, Steve, or the Last Matinee?
I don't think so.
I think it might be on Shudder. It's really solid. Like I said, was it Uruguay or Argentina or something?
Argentina, yeah,
something like that. It's a really cool. It's a guy who's like a Giallo fanatic that made his own Giallo style horror movie. It's not a Giallo. Well, of course it's not, but it's not even like a Giallo kind of borderline thriller. This is straight up horror, gore. It's legit.
It's like a slasher movie, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's an Arrow release and there's a Dark Star
Sounds familiar.
release.
I got the Dark Star release is what I got.
Right in here.
I might have it on the table over there somewhere. I think you're right. I think it's
It's not Dark Sky.
Dark
it's
Star. Dark Star. Yeah. And I think that one actually has more features than the Arrow video release does.
The Arrow video release is cool too. It's a cool artwork.
Ryder says, still had the Arrow Maniac Cop I won from Johnny on his first giveaway.
Fuck yeah.
Mondo Warrior set. Oh, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, folks?
Hey, Steve. So Steve, you get anything in you want to show off, or you watch anything recently? You got anything you want to bitch about? You seen Aliens?
Yeah, I went to go see it yesterday too. Everybody see it?
Yeah, we got a support group going here.
Yeah.
The He-Man Alien Romulus Haters Club.
I don't know anymore. I kind of brace myself before I even go in. I only watched like the teaser trailer when it came out, and that looked really promising. But yeah, I just don't get like all the hype on this movie. Like everybody loves the shit out of this movie. Like,
yeah, I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, I don't know that there are a couple cool things that I've seen before, but I've seen other movies in the franchise do it better too.
Yeah.
I don't think you're missing anything. And we all thought that when we left the theater. We were like, there had to be something in there we're not seeing, or we're idiots. There's no way that but there's no connection. There's no nothing. It's just the overt fan service. It's like, come on, how many times do we have to cut to a Xenomorph's face and the lips are quivering and the teeth are coming out a million times?
Did that shit even look right to you? Like, they got Alec Gillis on it, but I mean, the face huggers didn't look right to me. Like, not when they were like lit.
They were too wide. Their heads
Yeah.
were too wide, I thought. But
Yeah, like too bulky, and then like even the Xenomorphs, they didn't look right either.
I don't know. And we were also sold that this was going to be heavy practical effects. It looked like tons and tons of CG to me, from what I saw.
Oh yeah, the majority of it.
Which is fine if it looks great. It looks fine. It's not that it looked bad. I just thought it was nonsense. I thought it was a waste of time.
It was
Especially-
complete fan service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I told them earlier, I didn't get an erection the entire movie. My ass hairs never poked out. I never got excited.
Thank God.
A movie like this, dude, as much as I love these fucking movies, there should have been some of that shit. So everybody's saying there was great fan service and Easter eggs, that kind of shit. It didn't.
It was,
No.
like, I know what that is. Oh, it's like I said in the Star Wars movies, somebody pulls out blue milk.
Yeah,
Blue milk. I know what that is. That's the milk from A New Hope.
Yeah.
yeah like
Oh,
literally
man.
like reshooting scenes that were already done before, like done better.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll put me over on the screen here.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
This is the Arrow video last matinee that we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's cool artwork.
Yeah. There's the reverse.
I've definitely seen it before. Well, I'll pick it up.
This is the Vinegar Syndrome one. It's a partner label.
All right.
I muted it. But this is the one that has the more bonus features.
That's the Dark Sky release.
Work right there. Man.
Yeah.
That's the one I got there. That's one I got there.
Yeah.
And you said it's on Shutter.
I believe it's on Shutter, but this is
Okay.
a really badass. I forget the country. I want to say
I think
It's like Argentina or something like that. It's
Something
not
Like
weird.
Spanish or something. Maybe.
something weird.
one of the ones we don't get a ton of shit from.
The writer director plays the killer, kind of Argento style. But-
80s or
oh, it's contemporary, whatever, 2018, something like that.
okay, sweet. I'll check it out.
2021.
Subtitled.
I don't remember. There's not a whole lot of dialogue in it. It's people watching a movie in the theater and sneaking off to use the restroom and things like that. But
I'll look
language
it up.
Spanish, subtitles English. I don't just say any dub that I see. I don't remember it being dubbed.
color palette's amazing.
Yeah, the colors, the soundtrack. It's a really really solid movie. I don't know why it's not more popular, but it didn't come out in 1982, so maybe that's it.
It's on
It's a 2020 release.
Yeah, it's on Tubi.
Oh, okay.
Hour and 28 minutes.
I checked Shutter. It's not on there
It's,
either.
it's not on Shutter anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
The countries of origin, it says Uruguay, Mexico, and Argentina.
So we were all right.
So yeah, how's the tour going? Where are you heading after this?
Maybe to Orbit. Maybe Nashville, North Carolina, on the way back north. But I don't know. There's nowhere else really to go. Tomorrow's Sunday. I wouldn't dare try and contact Tony and swing by on a Sunday. He's very busy as it is normally, but a Sunday he teaches a class, does all kinds of things. So
Yeah, we burned a cross in his backyard probably. But y'all wrong about Tony. Tony's the one you got to watch out for.
yeah, that's the real. That's the one. What's the damn movie? We always talk about the Clovich Killer.
Yeah,
That's secretly Tony.
you don't see that motherfucker coming.
You don't see him coming. It's just such a quiet man.
He just kind of lulls you in and then fucks you up.
Yeah.
So
You'll probably start going down the road, and you'll probably wind up at like Tommy Starr's house or something.
Yeah.
Let me in your basement. I want to see your shit.
I am the next. I did talk to Chuck about going out there. Soon, pretty soon.
He's in New York, right?
Yeah, New York.
Yonkers.
No,
monsters.
you can take us off the full screen anytime.
Oh, we're good.
Just leave it.
I ain't paying no fucking attention. While I'm doing.
There's two of you guys.
Dude, this Romulus thing really shook Alan. It's not showing. He's really like he's got his composure back, but afterwards it was like pandemonium. We couldn't figure out where to get pizza from. A couple of fat guys, we're trying to figure out where to get pizza on the way back. And we're just like, and I'll tell you another thing, fuck that movie.
I'm trying not to be the old crotchety bastard that's just shitting on it until I watch it the second time. That's why I'm not trying to portray what a piece of shit it is until I watch it the second time.
Let me just say this. We're not going to say the line, but there is a "do your thing, cuz" type line in the movie. You know, from Texas Chainsaw. You know, "Do your thing, cuz," where she throws the chainsaw.
It's almost worse
I think it's worse, personally.
because it's ripped off.
It's ripped off of something that hasn't even happened yet.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
what?
God. Oh.
Where the fuck did that come from? Like I could have gotten up and walked out right there.
I swear to God, I think Alan was getting ready to get up and walk out. He was about ready to go. All right, we're going.
I guess they thought I had a leak. I'm just going. I'm just getting. And Brad starts laughing out loud after they do that. It's like, I'm like, yeah.
I could not help it. It was.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's even in there.
So I guess the popcorn buckets was the big thing for this movie as well.
Yeah, they
right?
sold a shitload of popcorn buckets. It worked out well for them.
There you go.
I didn't even get a fucking popcorn bucket.
Brad brought me one. But that's the highlight of the movie so far.
Yeah, the popcorn buckets.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Deadpool was pretty good. I still long legs for me by a mile so far.
Yeah.
This year.
Horror wise, for sure.
I want to see Cuckoo. I want to see that too, but I'm not in a hurry to see that one.
It's interesting.
Yeah, another Neon project, but it's funny. Like me and Johnny were in the theater, and we wait for the after credit scene. Right next to us is a guy that just got just fresh knee surgery, younger than us, fresh knee surgery. We all get up to leave at the same time. The son of a bitch beat us out of the theater. But the fresh knee surgery. It took us longer to get up and get out of there than him.
he was already like a mile ahead of us. We were like a couple old men trying to get out of the seat. Like, oh fuck.
What'd you guys go see?
We saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Deadpool and
nice.
the cameos. You know, Deadpool, Wolverine, and all the cameos.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. So,
Yeah, I thought it was a little long-winded. I thought the jokes landed wrong.
A lot of fourth wall jokes too.
Yeah,
Even the Chris Evans joke. Like,
Yeah.
look at our budget, and then like they killed him off.
Look what he's doing to the budget, and they let him die.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, but I mean it's kind of typical Deadpool. But I don't know, I would say it's the worst of the three, but it's still good. For me.
yeah.
Hugh Jackman is ripped like a motherfucker though.
Yeah,
man.
they got him on all the
Jesus
drugs.
Christ.
Yeah, after like
This
he
thing.
was like mid 50s, I think at least.
He's in his 50s and coming back to do this. I'm sure they backed the truck up for it.
Oh, he's not going anywhere for a while, dude. They're gonna put his ass in fucking Avengers. Like, he wasn't joking when he said "till you're 90."
I think he probably realized too, like, what else is there for me? If I can keep making $20 million and play the same stupid character again,
Yeah.
why?
And just keep raking in fucking cash.
At
Yeah,
50,
he's the next Robert Downey Jr. for the Marvel Universe, is what he is.
All it took
They'll
was
bring
that
him back
suit
as another
and
character
the
now.
fucking mask.
But
I guarantee you, he made nothing doing Van Helsing compared to what he's done for X-Men and all this other shit.
Oh yeah.
Just don't get me wrong, I love a lot of Van Helsing. That movie's the shit, but I'm sure he's raking in just bankfuls of money.
No, what's really interesting about the guy is like when he started out, what he really wanted to do was like play Jason Voorhees, like a slasher.
yeah. Yeah, I'm in the right thing now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It worked out for him at least.
Here to hear the truth about Romulus. Yeah. Like, I think we're wrong. Everybody else must be right. 'Cause there's a goddamn many people that like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I
James,
like the sound design. I like the cinematography. I really like the fact that there really was no like woke or fucking racial agenda or any bullshit like that in the movie, which I was surprised about.
The black guy is synthetic. That's not okay. Yeah, why that doesn't make sense.
They didn't make it a point, you know.
Yeah, they didn't. It wasn't woke, but it was just
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting choice. Like that, I don't know. He's like the helper. I don't know. That's not okay, but
Yeah.
But it was a little bit diversity. Now there's like a British guy, there's a Samoan guy, there's an Asian girl with the shaved head.
Shaved head. There's some in the water.
Yeah, they're like there's some guy,
Yeah.
cocky British guy. They're all minors. They're all 21-year-old minors that weigh 112 pounds each. You know, minors. They're very fit and very it's a very accommodating bunch of
it
people.
ain't fair to call the motherfucker fat. He's Samoan. What's he
They don't give them an excuse to fuck the guy's mouth up, screw up the way he talks.
And I want to say, I think the one thing was definitely Ridley Scott influence. The stupid thing.
The line?
No.
The end with the
Yeah.
okay, they're the creator
The
thing or whatever.
engineer. Yeah.
Is that
I
what
don't
it
know.
was? I don't know.
He produced it. Like, I don't know, man. I really want to think that this was kind of like a case of too many fucking cooks in the kitchen.
Maybe
Like, you
sour
have fucking
grapes, too.
Disney and Fox, and they're like, oh, well, we gotta have this in here. Fetty
Yeah.
put this in there, you know.
Get the gun noise. Get this. Get that. I want to hear motion sensors going off, which I don't think the motion sensor's in it. It's a
No.
heat signature gun now.
You know, I want to kind of paraphrase a little bit of the shit that me and Ryan was talking about earlier today, Dr. Ordinary. But in a nutshell, this is what he was saying was that they don't really make movies for us anymore, like my generation or the older people. They're making, because basically John Carpenter and somebody else he quoted, whatever, says that this nostalgia does not put asses in the seats and make the money. You know, the people that are going to buy tickets now, whatever, are the younger generation, the millennials and stuff like that. So they didn't make this movie for my old ass. They made this movie for the people that are going to go see it now. People that are maybe not as invested in the franchise. And these are the people that are fucking spooging over it. So obviously they did something right. Fucking make $100 million this weekend.
I'm happy for them.
You know, but like I said, people that like maybe this movie just ain't for me. And that makes me sad because I love this franchise.
I don't know. With all the callbacks, I'd say that it was pretty much
Why-
aimed at us,
why
as
even
well as
tell
a
us?
newer audience.
Why tell everybody the time frame? Oh, it takes place here and here. You see? You like this movie. You like this movie. This movie takes place right in here. And this girl, she looks familiar, doesn't she?
It got me to buy a ticket 2 days early.
Yeah, it got my fucking antennas up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I bought, this is the first movie I bought a ticket 2 days ahead of time in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, I was pretty excited about it. I mean, that's probably why I was so disappointed. But
We got to the fucking theater. I mean, I think it was a 7:00 showing. We got to the theater at 5:30.
Damn.
So that should tell you.
well, we were at the bar. We were going to have drinks and eat dinner at the bar.
Yeah. I don't know if we ate dinner. I think we got like some appetizers or whatever. And Alan was just facing the watch the whole time. All right, guys, that's enough. Let's go. His kids haven't even finished their food. No, we're going. Leave that
I'm
shit.
one of the fucking guys. I want to be in my fucking seat before the lights go down. I don't want to be one of these dumbasses that walk in 10 minutes after the preview start and you got to excuse me, pardon me, whatever, you dumbass. You knew what time this movie started.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a newborn baby in our theater tonight.
Well, we did too.
it's just
We went in our theater, but a lady walked in with that baby was fresh. That baby had been out about 3 days.
fresh.
She's walking in with this motherfucker in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, no, you stay your ass home, watch something on Netflix for the next 2 years.
yeah, you're not allowed to go to a fucking theater. You're not fucking allowed, dude.
Stay off
Sorry.
the fucking airplane.
Yeah,
Stay out of the movie theater. That's just the way it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
don't get to inconvenience everybody else because you forgot to fucking pull out.
The baby didn't scream. At
God
least.
damn.
They may have got 20 minutes in. before they just took the baby out and left, and then the husband had to come back and get the
Car seat
that he forgot.
He fucking forgot the car seat and came back like 20 minutes later. I'm like, how far did they get down the fucking road till he was like, oh shit?
The baby's rolling in the back seat. Goddamn, we forgot something.
Yeah. Shit, man. I went to the movie and like I had to move. I was sitting next to a fucking grown man that walked in the middle of the fucking the trailers, and like takes his big ass bag off, just throws it on the fucking seat, sits down, fucking big ass bug of popcorn, like he dumped a shitload of candy in it. You just hear like rappers and him fucking chomping away on it. Not only that, but then I gotta see him in the fucking corner of my eye. He's sitting like the next seat over. And I gotta see him fucking do this shit for fucking like 15 minutes. Like, get shit off his fucking hands. So like I got up and like the theater was almost empty, but yeah, I had to get up and go to another fucking row behind him. And he was still getting on my fucking nerves, taking off his fucking sweater and shit. Like, it's like, dude, how fucking old are you?
That's how it goes. I'm telling you.
Another reason why I'm glad I got
Insane.
this fucking room built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always go to the theater like the first showing, you know, on a fucking weekday. So I don't have to deal with any of that fucking shit. And yeah, I got to deal with it then too.
Yeah.
No, it's like the common etiquette now, though, for wanting to go see a movie in public. Like, you're going to have to deal with them, and you're not going to like it.
You don't pay the price.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People showed up till the end of Deadpool. I mean, there were people still coming in 30 minutes from the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Sitting down.
It's
Fuck
fucking,
off.
or the same person gets up and goes to the, like, sitting in front of it. The girl sitting right in front of me. She went to the bathroom 8 fucking times tonight, and I'm going,
Yeah.
God damn, like, how bad is her flow? Like, son of a bitch.
Probably doing coke.
Something.
Yeah. In fucking, we're in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. So I don't see that. But hey, who knows?
Well, like methamphetamine, but you know,
chopping up pills and snorting them off the lid of the toilet. Now that might be
damn.
Could be.
Yeah, Ragnar, I got that popcorn bucket. Brad brought me one. They don't have them here in my area, so Brad was nice enough to bring me one down when he visited. But
they had a new one now that's looks like a container for a face hugger.
I've seen that. I've seen it.
I probably would have got that if I seen it. Like it has like a green like backlight on it or some shit.
Yeah.
What's been the big one so far? Was this one? Of course, the Alien one. Dune was a big one, right?
Dune was a big one.
My favorite's fucking Headpool. This one's badass.
Is it the one with the hole in it? The Slimer ones. There was 2 Slimer ones that were pretty popular.
I remember those. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, for the movie. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I painted mine up a little bit, but yeah, these are pretty cool.
Hell yeah, man.
Little man's pants are going to be blue.
Silver pants are going to be blue.
40-year version, in case anybody didn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some woman had her newborn at the theater to see a horror movie. Now we were outside at the bar, and the lady walked into the theater,
She
like
saw
the lobby, holding a newborn baby, buying a ticket. She was going to see a movie. I don't think she was going to see our movie. I didn't see her in the theater, but she walked in, holding the baby, buying a ticket, and she was going to see a movie. And this baby hadn't. She squirted this baby out maybe Monday. It was fresh, and like I said, this is on a Friday.
This baby was tiny and brand fucking new, like a soft head baby, very young couple.
Yeah, they didn't even have the fucking umbilical cord cut yet.
That's insane.
How bad is her flu? Love you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by there.
Jamie has unsubscribed.
Night, Jamie.
If a small town Georgia is probably meth.
Not probably, definitely.
Same thing down here. Fuck, they just Georgia. I promise you.
Yeah, in Denver they do coke so they could drink more.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do everywhere. I just assume it's all the same. It's all fentanyl or whatever.
Yeah, my son moved to Denver. The first time he moved back or came back home to visit, he has some little fucking pin, whatever, that he was sitting on, and I hit that motherfucker like I hit a fucking e-cig, hit it twice, and I was high for 9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they work pretty well.
Stupid fucking high for like 9 hours. And I don't smoke very much, but it's been a while since I got high. But yeah, I hit it twice, and let's put it this way. This was around Christmas time. My wife was working. She's working a Christmas party for what she does for her job, and she was out busting her ass working. I'm sitting here watching a fucking movie with the kids, whatever. Obviously getting fucking high, which wasn't my plan. And she calls me on the phone just to kind of say, "Hey, check in, whatever." And I felt bad she was working, and I'm sitting here getting high with my fucking kids, fucking idiot. And I'm trying. I feel like I'm talking to my mom, and I'm fucking 16 years old, and I'm trying to sound drunk at the party. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And she said I sounded weird as fuck. She thought I was mad at her about something. So hours later, she called me. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm high. I'm high as fuck." The store, she just laughed her ass off. But,
That's awesome.
oh my god! I told Jacob, I said, "Let me see if this shit works." And I put in Pineapple Express. If I watch Pineapple Express high, I'll drive you crazy. I'll laugh the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
So that's usually what I can tell because I took some edibles when I first hurt my back, whatever. One of my wife's employees gave me some of her edibles. She has a card or whatever, and I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this shit or not. You know, I put in Pineapple Express. About 30 minutes in, I started chuckling quite a bit. Yeah, I think it might be working a little bit.
Goddamn, I thought we pulled out a pistol for a minute.
I like these ones, like no joke.
I don't know what the fuck he had, but it damn sure put my goddamn dick in my watch pocket. I promise you.
86.69% THC.
I think Denver, you can get anything.
Good Lord.
I don't know if it's what's legal or what's not. I think in Colorado, I think everything's legal.
I remember fucking Johnny gave me some shit when I went up there and seen him first. The fucker told me, he says, "This is the pot you can smoke anywhere. This is the pot you want to smoke at home." And I got home, I was like, "Fuck, which one was which?"
You probably want to stick to sativas.
Because I was
That was
leaving
what
Johnny,
I'm
we're going
about.
up to the mountains to stay with family, whatever. And my niece's husband's a fucking cop, and so my ass is putting it in a pill bottle, wrapping it in tinfoil, sticking it in the bottom of the suitcase. You know, being fucking paranoid like an idiot.
Yeah, that one little bag, it was like I take a 2 tokes off a sneak a token. I went to go take the garbage out one night, and I went on a fucking adventure just to get to that garbage. Oh shit!
No, I smoked some shit one time. Not to get on. This is my last. I'm getting high story. I got a lot, but me and my wife were down the street at some friend's house and got high. I mean, we're talking real fucking high. And me and her went to Walmart. We bought like 2 weeks worth of groceries. All the kids still lived here, and we bought probably $400 worth of fucking groceries. Had all the groceries up on the fucking conveyor belt. I get up there to fucking pay, and I go. I wasn't even worried about it. Usually I'm like, fuck. I forgot my goddamn wallet. Had no money. Didn't have a fucking dime to my name. And all this shit's on the fucking conveyor belt. I look at my wife and I said, "Let me go out the car and get my wallet." So I walk out the fucking car. She's sitting there. The fucking lady, the cashier, is just like, "What the fuck? There's a line." I go out the car and realize the wallet's at the house and doesn't stop in the car. So I get in the fucking car and I back out like I'm gonna fucking leave. The wife's just standing there kind of looking out the door. She comes outside. "What the fuck are you doing?" "I want to get my wallet. It's at the house." "The fuck you want me to do?" So for the longest time, next time I went to my buddy's house, we says, "I don't want any more of that leave your wife at Walmart pot." Because she's like, "God, you just gonna leave me at fucking Walmart?" I said, "Get in the fucking car." So she got in the car. We just fucking left.
Oh man! Oh, you know they were pissed putting all that shit
Well, I'm
back.
sure I felt bad, but goddamn, I couldn't function. I had to get the fuck out of there.
It sounds like fun stuff. All this stuff. I missed out apparently on all these adventures. I had it wasn't an eviction; it was a move out day for a guy. He wasn't a bad guy, but you know it was time for him to go. The building had passed him. You know, there was units were renovated, and it was when I bought it. It was a shithole. I renovated it. It was time for him to go, and we had made a deal. I'd set him up at the storage unit and all this stuff. So I got guys taking the stuff out and taking it to the storage unit. And he's in the apartment. He's standing facing the wall, leaning up against the wall by his head. He's so high. I've zonked out on something. So long story short, he woke up at the storage unit, leaning up against the wall. The guys took him out of there too. It's like what are you going to do? You call the police, you know, and then it's squatting, and it's like we had a deal, we got a signed deal, cash for keys or whatever. So the guys took him out too, and took him to a storage unit, and left him.
There's people that can smoke pot and function. I'm the motherfucker that smokes pot, and I need to watch Scooby Doo reruns.
Yeah.
I don't need to do anything important. Just let me sit there and let me be. I'm not a functioning high person at all. And I don't smoke, but maybe 3 times a year at most now. Probably not even that much. But like I said, yeah, I ain't worth the fuck. I'm dumb as fuck. I laugh all the fucking time about everything. I love everybody, but don't rely on me to do shit.
Yeah, it's big in combat sports. A lot of grapplers take it, use it, and they think they're doing really good when they're practicing. They think they're doing great. Like, man, I tried to, and if you watch the tape back, it's like they get destroyed every time. But they love it. They say it helps them, whatever. Like, it don't help you do shit.
I got a buddy I used to work with every day at lunch. We'd go to fucking lunch, and the motherfucker would fucking hit his goddamn one hitter 4 or 5 times at lunch. And I'm going, goddamn, how the fuck can you do that in work? And I did it with him a couple times, and I get back, and I feel like everybody's looking at me, like knowing I'm high. So I said, no, I said, fuck you, I ain't doing that at lunch no more. And the motherfucker did it every day for the 10 years I worked with him. And be totally fine. Go in and talk to the goddamn big boss, and I had a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Power to you, brother. I can't do it.
Damn.
But
that's when Alan worked for the local school system.
Yeah, we used to drive school buses. No, I'm joking. I never worked with the goddamn school system. Get the goddamn rumor started.
Well, I think that for the longest time, everybody believed you were a construction worker anyway. So,
yeah, I know. I promise you, I
Yeah,
ain't a construction worker.
He was like a 13-time arm wrestling world champion. He owned a trucking company.
damn.
And,
Yeah,
Bull Hurl.
you got to start some legends, Pops.
We used to always say he was a professional truck driver and who arm wrestled on the weekends. Like Bull Hurley.
Professional truck driver.
If you ever seen
little man.
Over the Top, the bad guy from Over the Top, Bull Hurley.
Yeah, he
You
stood
tried
his
to tell
hat
Johnny
around.
about the goddamn old man at fucking Gordo's.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were wrestlers.
Thought we
Yeah.
were pro wrestlers.
You're like Hacksaw Jim Duggan's uncle.
Yeah, whatever it was. I don't know what
This
it
old bastard would have asked for a fucking autograph. I damn sure would have signed something.
was.
But
You call yourself the Mangler.
The Mangler. Yeah. I don't know if there's more chat or not.
let's see what we got out there. They had a baby Deadpool popcorn bucket.
I got that one too. Those were the only 2 that I got.
Damn.
This shit's going for crazy fucking money on
Well, the thing is,
eBay.
those things are highly collectible. For one, they're throwaway items. People, use them. They throw them in the trash. They're chintzy. They're really cheaply made. They're not gonna travel well or anything like that. So they say the movie somewhere on the bucket. It says like Alien Romulus or whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be extremely collectible over
Yep.
the number of years.
Yeah. So Mary Jane just providing fun times. Yep.
Just curious, how much are those buckets going for?
Let's see. I paid that head pull one. I think I got on eBay for like 65, but I got another one through AMC that was like 40, and then this one was 40 at the theater.
Yeah, the Alien
Well,
is 25, I think.
Yeah, people are selling this shit for like $130. It's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
The Scream buckets, when they came out, you could flip them for triple back when they first,
Yeah.
because they ran out.
And then if like you waited 3 months, AMC was selling them like directly through their site for like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Dirt that got me my Scream mask. I know those Scream masks were going for crazy money. So Dirt said, "You may get you one." I'm like, "Sure." I was going to flip it. Time I got it, whatever. I think the theater had re-released them more, and so you couldn't sell them for more than it cost on eBay. Really?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I just threw it on the shelf. And after that,
Yeah.
I got like 3 more. I got the fucking Saw one, I got the Slimer, and then I got the Alien one from Brad. But yeah. Folks, got to get Pop's high and take a movie shopping. Well,
He's bad enough.
I'm online.
Bad enough sober.
That Scooby Doo complete series will be coming home with him that day too.
No, The time my wife wanted a pair of fucking shoes, I threw it in the Amazon cart, and shoes came in. There was a whole goddamn collection of Leprechaun movies. I have no memory of buying.
Yeah.
Did you
That
ever
was
end up
alcohol.
getting
That
that?
wasn't marijuana. That was alcohol.
Did you ever end up getting that Vice Academy like 1 and 2?
No.
That's good. What was funny about that Leprechaun set is I remember it came in without a slip, and then a week later he shows a collection haul update and he has there. There's a funny story. This was my wife. I accidentally ordered this and blah blah blah. Now it has a slip magically. Wonder how that happened. What happened there?
Well, I found out it came with a slip, and but
Actually,
it's what it is. It was cheap. So is High Crimes from Blue Underground any good?
didn't see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Is that the new one they just released in 4K? They got a couple new ones from the 4K I haven't picked up yet. I thought about jumping off the Blue Underground 4K train because the last two they came out with were two French fuck movies.
Yeah,
I don't care nothing about, but I was getting all of them, so I was like, maybe it's time for me to jump off this train.
Wasn't one of those like Daughters of Darkness or something like that?
no, that's an old one.
That's been a while back. That's been probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. They put out 15 since then, probably 10 or 15 since then, but maybe not that many, maybe 7 or 8. But yeah, they were putting out some shit there for a bit, whatever. And I know they put out the Uncle Sam movie, and they put out 2 French fucking horror movies I didn't care nothing about. But I had all of them, so I grabbed them. And then the ones they're putting out now, I've never fucking heard of, so I don't know. And they're not cheap. The motherfuckers ain't cheap.
No.
So I was like, maybe I need to jump off this train.
Especially if they're like their 4K titles.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 4K now.
Yeah, these are all 4K titles. The 4K re-releases of shit they've already. I don't think they've come out with any new properties. I think they just 4K'd all their old shit.
I've got that Daughters of Darkness, like with the lenticular slip, and we seen that at the archive when we were up there. I think they wanted like 80, something like that for it.
Yeah, all the Blue Underground stuff's crazy expensive.
Yeah. I wonder how much that zombie one's going for now with the slip.
Probably.
Yeah, they had like multiple slips for that one, didn't they?
Well,
It was dead and Buried. I think it was had multiple slips.
yeah, it did. But the Blu-ray version, the 4K, only had one slip.
Right. Oh shit! Come on, Sydney. Give me a question. What's going on,
He's
Sydney?
loaded.
Mate says, the High Crimes just came out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the that Blue Underground, the zombie Blu-ray, I think it had 4 different lenticular slipcovers.
At least 3 lenticular variants.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the Splinter one, there was one on the bridge, and then one where like the worms are coming out of its eye.
Yeah. The Splinter in the eye was badass.
Yeah, that's the one I have somewhere in the storage unit.
I should have picked that one up.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was $50.
Yeah, it was pretty
even
pricey.
though it was the limited one, but it was $50, and
I think it was Diabolic that was doing where they grouped them all together. If everybody wanted like all the slipcovers, it's just like, damn, man. At the end of the day, you're going to spend like $200 for that shit.
yeah,
On the same title, yeah.
Movie.
it was just a different lenticular cover.
I
Around-
wanted to talk.
Around that time too, wasn't it around the same time that Vinegar Syndrome did like the 5 different slipcovers for Cutting Class? The Brad Pitt movie.
Something like that.
It's
Yeah,
fucking nuts.
They're
And
still
then goddamn
releasing
MBD
that
Rewind
movie.
does a 4K of it. So, it's just, you never know. I only got one of those Cutting Class, whatever. I only got one of those slips.
Yeah, how many times has that been released? Like since that first one, like 2 or 3 times.
Mm.
Like
All right.
MVD.
Name some horror movies that are overhyped. People talked about a lot, but you don't like it. Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus comes to mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal Alan's real answer here right quick. I'm gonna say Rosemary's Baby.
I'm glad you said it, so I don't have to.
I'm in the minority. I love that movie.
The ending's fantastic, man. I couldn't sleep for 2 days. I was so excited. fuck, I'm sure there's a ton.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some.
Babadook for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's getting a fucking tough thing. A 10-year anniversary release. Somebody's putting that out.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
it's Scream Factory, I think.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
10-year anniversary of that now.
Like they've already released that twice, I think.
Several companies have released it now.
You know, Scream Factory did what, the rainbow slipcover for that?
Yeah. Horror movies. I don't know. There's probably a million I could, anything Jordan Peele, like Steve always says, I would say. Definitely overhyped. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything. It's late. Been a lot of driving.
Yeah. One of those deals I'll get off, I think, of 10 of them.
Oh, yeah. I have 50 of them. The
Yeah.
in this. I don't know. We were going about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think it's probably about time.
Alan
You
got,
got a movie you want to watch. And
Alan got to rant about Alien Romulus and how he hates it and he hates all new movies and it's just that's what
that's what it is.
that's what we've become now. We're the people that hate new movies because we didn't like this one.
And I
What
just
else
got
is coming?
I don't know what's coming next, honestly. Nosferatu in December, I know that.
Yeah.
See No Evil with fucking McAvoy. It's a remake.
Yeah, and Heretic with the dude from nine months. Hugh
The
Grant.
retard that would cheat on Elizabeth Hurley in her prime.
Was it dirty, filthy street horror?
Fucking dumbass.
And the Don't Let Go, Never Let Go, whatever that is, with fucking Halle Berry looks pretty interesting.
Oh
It's
yeah,
small,
that's an Aja.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for Smile 2 tonight. We did. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, I honestly didn't like the first one, but the second trailer looks pretty decent.
I dug the first one. I'm kind of excited about that one, but we'll see. Do they really need a second one?
No.
Who knows? I'll definitely check it out.
Guys, I guess we're going to get out of here. So Brad may be coming to see one of y'all next. Y'all be prepared.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Y'all guys have a good rest of your weekend, and y'all take care.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Safe travels.
Later.
Later, y'all.
All right, later.